Hey, this is DJ Fish for Fish to Go Movie Review.
Hey! You mind piping it down over there?
What are you talking about? You don't even exist.
Oh yeah.
You. Ghosts.
That's the picture.
Welcome to my 100 Days, 100 Movies Challenge, and you've reached day 48. And now you guys have met my ghost, PJ. He doesn't come often, but when he does come, oh boy. But enough of that. I wish I had seen today's movie yesterday. Not only because yesterday's film was, well, I want to put it out of my memory, but today's film comes from 1947. I'm thinking that's the oldest movie I've reviewed for this challenge. And this one comes from director Joseph L. Mankiewicz, who would better become known for directing films like All About Eve, Julius Caesar, and Cleopatra. And I swear, I thought I had seen this before, but I just sort of knew about it. So I'm going to go ahead and review it. Lest ye not like it. This is the 1947 sweeping fantasy romance called The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. Another oldie requires a projector, so Michael.
It's PJ.
Oh, PJ, how'd you get in there?
I'm a ghost. What do you think?
Well, can you roll the film, please? Do you know how to roll the film?
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, man.
Ghosts.
Even before this appeared, 20th Century Fox had bought this story and made elaborate plans for it. Because of its gay, adventurous, romantic, and entirely different qualities, it was decided to make it one of the top pictures of the year. Gene Tierney, star of The Razor's Edge, Leave Her to Heaven, and Laura, was chosen for the coveted role of Lucy Muir. Rex Harrison, who scored an instantaneous hit as the King in Anna and the King of Siam, was selected to play the robust, gruff, and hearty Captain Gregg. George Sanders appears as the amorous interloper, Miles Fairley.
I never frighten little girls into fits.
But think of the bad language she'd learn, and the morals.
Confound it, madam, my language is most controlled. And as for me morals, I lived a man's life, and I'm unashamed of it.
So I don't think I like old movie trailers. They basically just show the studio and its stars over what the movie actually is. But that's my rant. The film The Ghost and Mrs. Muir is just as I described it earlier. It's a sweeping, fantastical romance that feels so classically trained it's as if I'm watching a stage performance. The film has Lucy Muir, played by Gene Tierney. She is a widow who has decided to move to the seaside cliffs of England with her daughter Anna. She moves into a cottage that is haunted by the former owner, the rough sea captain Daniel Gregg, played by Rex Harrison. At first, they are reluctant to get to know one another. But they soon collaborate on writing the captain's memoirs and they begin to fall in love. But seeing as how this is impossible, Captain Gregg insists that she finds a real man. Unfortunately, she falls for the writer Miles Fairley, who isn't all that he seems, and a love triangle ensues. The Ghost of Mrs. Muir is a very engrossing picture that takes its very sweet time establishing Lucy and Daniel's relationship. And that is all made and broken by Philip Dunn's wonderful screenplay, Bernard Herrmann's sweeping musical score, and the masterful performances of Gene Tierney and Rex Harrison. Dunn's screenplay allows us to fully humanize a ghost. Of course, this is all done by us actually physically seeing the ghost. But the metaphysical elements made apparent through the motions or the dialogue give this character a life told as if we were reading it right out of the book. Bernard Herrmann's musical score is just as emotionally driven as his other scores, notably Citizen Kane. He captivates as well as entrances, getting us to feel the energies of the characters and what drives them. And then there's Gene Tierney and Rex Harrison, two gifted actors of their time. Their romance is not forced but naturally sincere and motivated. And thanks to Dunn's fabulous dialogue, these two actors hit the right notes that make us appreciate these characters and their actions. There's one scene where Rex Harrison pretty much gives a 5-minute monologue. It's just phenomenal. It's like watching a great actor transform himself in a great play on the stage. And that's probably the way Mankiewicz wanted it, although he was probably contractually obligated to make this picture. But nonetheless, The Ghost of Mrs. Muir rides on these merits throughout its 100 minutes and never lets go. It's a classic through and through, and I'm giving it a solid A. Finally, back to good movies. And if you have seen The Ghost of Mrs. Muir before, I'd like to know what you thought about it. Loved it? Hated it? And why? Leave one of those comments down below, and if you like any of my reviews, or would just like to continue on my 100 Days, 100 Movies challenge, then you can subscribe up above. We have 2 days until we reach our halfway point, but that still means we have a halfway to go, so keep those suggestions and recommendations coming. And don't forget one of these guys. And once again, I'm DJ Fish for Fish to Go Movie Reviews on the go.
That's the picture.